Double Vision gets cast on, or Dual Strike Double Vision. You know the ordeal. And then Mythos of Illuna copies Baneslayer. Dual Strike copies Mythos. Yup. A little bit of jank for you guys here today. And we can foretell this for later. That should help us close out the game. What do you guys think? Hey everybody, welcome back, and thanks so much for taking the time out of your day to watch Hello Good Game. Whether this is your first video or you've been on the journey now for a while, I appreciate each second that you spend here with me today. We are playing with, is it Alrund? Is it Double Vision? I don't really know what to call this. Is it Spell Slingers? It started around Cosmos Elixir, and then it just grew from there into this absolutely disgusting spell-based deck within red and blue, utilizing multiple turns, you know, and having that effect be copied multiple times, which is really, really cool. So let's dive in and find out exactly how we're going to accomplish it. All right. None Shall Pass is the deck name, and Alrund's Epiphany is Gandalf ready to slam down, right? The deck did come full circle and really revolve around Alrund's Epiphany. I did mention the Cosmos Elixir a little bit earlier, but for any of you who are unfamiliar with the new cards and maybe some of the old cards as well that are included, Alrund's Epiphany is a 7 converted mana cost sorcery, allowing us to create 2 1/1 bird creature tokens with flying. Take an extra turn after this one. Exile Alrund's Epiphany. Foretell for 6. Foretell means we can cast it from exile, and to get it into exile, we have to pay 2 colorless mana, which is pretty cool. So it's like you pay a little bit now, and then you get a reduced cost in it later, even though the added mana is more than a lot of the time. Sometimes it's equal to, which is cool. But in this case, you know, you're paying 2 to reduce it only by 1. But again, sometimes that is better than not. Another note on foretell cards, when they are in exile face down, now your opponent can't take these cards from your hand with an agonizing remorse or something like this, right? So very, very nice. Alrund's Epiphany. I'm not sure if this card will be legal its entire life cycle. The last time that we seen just a straight up take a double turn in Nexus of Fate, it didn't last, right? We did see the Chance for Glory play its whole life cycle, the Boros extra turn, but it was dependent and you lost the turn if you didn't win the game afterwards. Yes, that could be negated, but now you're doing this weird combo with this Cognuity. Alrund's Epiphany doesn't exile itself, right? It goes to your grave, so you can be digging it from your grave, replaying it, turn after turn after turn. We're not doing that in this deck. In this deck, we're copying it, but that's, you know, a possibility. We see the Raven's Lore or whatever it is pulls, you know, something with Foretell from your grave back into play, which could be Alrund's Epiphany. That's a different deck, though. Today, we're just copying Alrund's Epiphany with the one and only Double Vision. This is a 5 converted mana cost enchantment. Whenever you cast your first instant or sorcery spell each turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. This is amazing. And it's kind of funny because we're copying everything and we're just working our way back through it now. So Double Vision is non-legendary, so it can be stacked, and we will be using the one and only Mythos of Illuna to copy it, right? We get it in play, we cast Mythos, and Mythos will actually copy because of the Double Vision, allowing you exponential Double Visions, which is really, really cool. So Mythos is going to copy twice, giving you 3 Double Visions. And then, you know, once you have those 3 Double Visions in play and you use another Mythos, each of those Double Visions is going to copy your Mythos. So we can really spam out the amount of Double Visions that we have in play. But it gets better than yet. We can move in another layer now into our Dual Strike, another new card here. An instant speed for 2 red mana. Whenever you cast your next instant or sorcery spell with converted mana cost 4 or less this turn, copy that spell, and you may choose new targets for the copy. the foretell cost is 1. So again, we can pay 2, put it face down, cast it anytime later for 1 mana on instant speed to copy our next instant or sorcery. Mythos of Illuna is a sorcery, so we'll be using Dual Strike, then we'll be using Mythos of Illuna onto the Double Vision, and, we're just going to get a ton of copies of Double Vision, and then we cast Alrund's Epiphany. Boom, extra turn galore. It just stacks off, and you take turn after turn after turn, drawing more Alrund's Epiphanies to recast and restack up, and it absolutely gets out of hand. There's really no winning against it if it starts to pop off. And now this is why I think that Alrund's Epiphany might not survive its whole life cycle, because typically they're banning cards if they're interrupting general day-to-day play, and when people catch on that you can be copying this card over and over, bringing it back and just like infinitely looping the infinite turns, that actually shuts down the game, and the games will be long. They're going to take 30 minutes, and it's going to be really unenjoyable for the other person on the other end who's just sitting there, right? Just sitting there pressing resolve over and over and over again, doing nothing. This is heartbreaking, but somebody's got to do it. Someone has to expose this for you guys. And today we do a little bit of it, and I'm really looking forward to playing more around Alrund's Epiphany. So if you've got the Mythic, spend them, because not only is this a great card to play in control decks, but I think those Mythic cards are going to get refunded eventually as well. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of that in the comments below. Is Alrund's Epiphany going to get banned at any time through its life cycle, or do you think it's like totally fine and we should just forget about it? So the core of the deck has been discussed, right? We want to endgame Alrund's Epiphany. We do this by playing Double Vision, and then Double Vision will copy the Epiphany, which is great. And then we're copying the Double Vision with Mythos, and we're copying Mythos with our Dual Strike. Copy, 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 right? Pretty cool stuff. And then everything around that just kind of is survival, right? We have Frostbite for 1 mana, a snow instant, dealing 2 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If you have 3 or more snow permanents, it deals 3 damage instead. Of course, we do have a ton of snow mana in the deck, as this is a snow-based build. Faceless Haven, I guess, is worth mentioning as well when we fall on it here. This is a snow land, colorless mana. We can pay 3 snow. Faceless Haven becomes a 4/3 with Vigilance, which is really nice, and it's all creature types. So we don't need the creature types in the deck, but the fact that it can become a 4/3 with Vigilance is nice, because we can attack, and then we can still utilize that mana later. Now, the Faceless Haven will bring us into our Tundra Fumarole, one of my favorite cards in red in Kaldheim. This is going to be in every red deck. I don't care. It will be 3 mana, snow sorcery. It deals 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker, and then you add a colorless mana for each snow spent to cast the spell. Until the end of turn, you don't lose mana as steps and phases end. First off, this mana can be sunk into something like an Embercleave, as long as you still have those 2 mountains left over, potentially. You can combo this with the Berserker deck that we've just seen, where it gives you red mana, so we'd be generating colorless mana here, red mana from that. Oh, there's going to be stuff happening with Tundra Fumarole, I'm telling you guys. Within this deck, though, because we will be using 3 snow mana to cast it, we'll get 3 mana back, colorless. There's a couple really cool things we can do. We mentioned Faceless Haven. We get 3 snow mana back. We can put Faceless Haven into creature mode. That's pretty cool. We can take 3 mana off our Cosmos Elixir, an artifact for 4 at the beginning of your end step. Draw a card if your life total is greater than your starting total, which means you have to be at 21, right? And then otherwise, you gain 2 life. This is really cool as well. We can also go crazy by copying this with Mythos of Illuna and Dual Strike. Make a ton of copies of the Cosmos Elixirs, because it's a non-legendary, and it has a ton of inherent value if it remains on the field, and it is colorless. So, there is a good chance of that. Also, we can, of course, reduce Graven Lore by 3, casting it only for 2. Snow instant, scry X, where X is the amount of snow spent to cast this spell. So we can potentially be scrying 5 and then drawing 3 cards. What? Really, really nice stuff. And, it would cost 5 mana typically, but if we use the Fumarole first, and we have 2 extra mana left over, which would be starting with 5. It's like we're just casting the Fumarole for free, which is, you know, absolutely insane. We can also sink that 3 colorless mana into a double vision, casting it for 2 mana now, if you think about it, which is just double vision for 2 mana. Stop it. And, you know, of course, that does tie in most of the deck, copying all of our instances of sorceries, which is what everything is based upon. Mentioning some other of the filler, we have 2 copies of Brazen Borrower in here, really for petty theft, and then it gives us a little bit of ability to close out in the air through the evasion flying. It's a 3/1 with flash and flying. It can only block other creatures with flying. Petty theft at instant speed as the adventure. Return target non-land opponent controls to their hand, right? This is really nice. Again, we can copy it with dual strike, and we can also have our double vision copy it as well. The same goes for Bonecrusher Giant. This is a 4/3. Whenever it becomes a target of a spell, it deals 2 damage to that spell's controller. You know, it's just a body in play that can kind of stop things alongside Faceless Haven. And Stomp for 2 damage. Can't be prevented. Not bad if we copy it a whole bunch, right? It just gives us a little bit of reach. The reason we're not running 4 of a kind on each of these is because we have dual strike, right? We'll run 4 of a kind of dual strike and then, you know, have different things and more utility that we can copy. So that is a lot of fun. A quick note on the synergy between dual strike and the Fumarole. You will receive the 3 snowless mana for the first. The second, you're not spending any mana to cast it, so you don't actually get any mana back from the second, right? That would be cool if you could, and actually be gaining mana that way, but unfortunately that's not how it works. And then we have Behold the Multiverse for 4 at instant speed, scry 2, then draw 2 cards, foretell for 2, which is really nice. So, you know, just get this out of the way, put it in exile face down, and then later on, when you can start copying things, you can play Behold the Multiverse, because not only does dual strike double down on it, but of course double vision as well. I think that's everything. You know, we do have 4 Fabled Passages to help thin the land out on the front end once you do get going, because it does really rely on you not drawing too many lands. And today I do have a question for everybody, how they've been finding the shuffler since the update. What's their land draw been like? We do have a bit of evidence for you guys today that is in contrast to what I've experienced in the past. So it's a very unique experience to go from one side to the other, and very, very unique gameplay footage for you guys today. Things that I cannot even believe. Moving on, you know, we do have a couple dual snow lands just to make things a little bit friendlier, because we have a dual red cost, we have dual blue cost, and of course the pathways are in the deck for a similar reason. Now you can fiddle with the land a little bit here. Maybe you want more pathways and a few less snow, because you're feeling it's too slow. But really, our first move of the deck is a Storm's Wrath, which actually we forgot to mention. Sorcery speed for 4, dealing 4 damage to each creature and each planeswalker. You can copy it with dual strike. Of course, dual vision copies it as well, so you can deal 8 damage to things if you want, or, you know, 16 or 32, whatever. It can go up as many times as you stack double vision, really. With that out of the way, we do have some basic snows in there as well, because Frostbite relies on our snow mana. Our Tundra Fumarole revolves around our snow mana, and of course our Graven Lore revolves around our snow mana. So it does need to be there, but you know, maybe the tapped lands are not for you. And again, the lands today are at 25 because we have a very mid-range deck at an average converted mana cost of 3.7. So hefty drops. But you know, if you can survive, which you should be able to, Frostbite, Fumarole, Bonecrusher, Brazen Borrower, which can all be dual striked, you know, that's great. And then, of course, you know, we have Storm's Wrath to just clean the field as well. At this point, we can kind of shift to that second strategy where it's like, okay, get Cosmos Elixir out, get Double Vision out, and now let's start copying Double Vision, make multiples of it, and then we're using Alrund's Epiphany, taking multiple turns, and it just gets out of the way. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, you guys. Thanks for watching the None Shall Pass Is It Alrund Double Vision shenanigans. I hope you enjoy the deck and today's gameplay footage. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below with all your thoughts and opinions, which, you know, I do read, so be nice, LOL. Woof, some of you guys. Anyways, to each their own. if you're here, I appreciate you regardless, you know. Thank you so much. You can support the channel financially on Twitch, Patreon, and YouTube as well. Take care. Have a great day. Enjoy today's gameplay footage. We'll speak to you with some wrap-up thoughts. We have really exciting news and announcements that you do not want to miss out on. So stay tuned, and we'll catch you in a few. All right, getting after it today. We are playing Is It Snow? Alrund's Epiphany. Having a good time doing it. I think we've got the list dialed in fairly decently for you guys. It's a little awkward, but if we can survive, it will pop in a good way. If I'm being unclear. Let's do this first. I like to just get it out of the way, or else I'm always putting it off each turn. So Alrund can get foretold for later. Going from a 7 CMC down to a 6 CMC. We take the turn off, doesn't matter. We're just waiting to wipe anyways. Alright, so we have 3 snow permanents. That brings our frostbite online, which is pretty cool. And we can just do the manual mana here for the Foretell, making sure to leave this mountain available for the Frostbite. We can't, of course, dual strike and Frostbite, unfortunately, but you know, we do want access to it in case some other shenanigans comes through. This is fine, right? As long as there's not another. Which there will be. Maybe not. I guess not, right? And we could even, of course, wait until 5 mana and hit everything for 8 as well, which is a possibility with this hand. Something that we could consider. But, you know, I think a 3-for-1 is just better value than we typically would ever see. It forces them into some form of instant speed shenanigans here, which, you know, appears that they have. What's the holdup? Are they going to save their Valkyrie? The Righteous Valkyrie, obviously. I think that's of higher value to them. Very curious as to what is in their hand. Maybe we should have, like, I was just thinking of, waited, used our dual strike, and wiped everything for 8 instead. Alright, they like this aspirant. Interesting. Angel spells you cast cost 2 less to cast. And it's a 3/3. Uh-oh! Alright, this is tricky. Luckily, their mana is restricted. Yeah, this is fine. Nice. Baneslayer's pretty cool. Alright, we're just gonna push all that back to their hand. Right, not too much of a fan of that. We didn't pick up our 6th land, which makes me so sad. It's fine, though. I think we should make those angels more expensive as well, shouldn't we? So let's just take that out before they get to cast them. And, I guess we could double strike our Bonecrusher Giant. At 5 land, we can dual strike our Mythos. So we could take 2 Baneslayer Angels from them, potentially. we could just kill it. I think we'll just chump block it with the Borrower if we have to. Wait for our turn. Now this gets a little bit more interesting for us, I think. Elixir in play. Pass our turn. We're blocking the Angel. Cosmos Elixir gives us life until we're above our typical starting total, which in this case would be 20 or 21 or 22, depending if we're odd or even. And yeah, we can copy that with Mythos, and we can copy Mythos with our dual strike. So they're foretelling things. They're totally tapped. What would they be foretelling? I don't know the meta well enough yet. So we're just going to block this. The lore is nice, and we do have 5 mana, but, you know, we can't get much better than this. So now we have 3 Cosmos Elixirs that all trigger. That's 6 life. We're up to 20. And now we'll go to 22, and then we'll start drawing cards, which is pretty nice. Valkyrie in play. Reaper comes out as well. But that was one of them. We got Haste and Death Touch. Very nice. Another Cosmos Elixir for the memes. It's a little bit of life gain. Couple of land, that's really nice. We have Alrund's Epiphany available as well. And we'll have all 4 of these Cosmos Elixirs trigger on each of those turns, which is a lot. We do need a field wipe though, because, you know, they actually do put out a bit of damage here. Down to 14. Alright, let's get after it. You know, why beat around the bush? Pros can chump block as well, right? Which is pretty cool. And then these elixirs are going to draw more Epiphanies. Oh, we lost so much life, so we didn't gain the card draw. That makes me sad. Faceless Haven can just chill for now. These things are all very annoying. We can deal 3 damage to something, or a total of 5, which I think should be that Baneslayer. Let's see what else we draw on this end step here. Because again, we had that double turn, which was really nice. So the first one, we gained all that life back. And now we're drawing all those cards, right? Feels pretty good. I don't want to discard any. We should have played this Faceless Haven, because I have to discard it now. The rest of this is way too high priority. Much of it is instant speed. You know, these Frostbites, all of the draw, the dual strike. So the cool thing that we can do is dual strike a Fumarole, and that'll produce a ton of mana for us. And then we can sink that mana into, you know, the double vision or whatever we so choose. So this is doing stuff, I guess. Whatever. Don't care about it. I think we're okay, right? Right, it's just 4 damage. Which actually does suck. Don't want to take 4 damage. Urgh. I want to keep my life total above 20 so we can continue that awesome draw. Right? So let's just get these out of there. It's 3 damage, which is pretty nice. Let's just take it out from the stack underneath of it. Yeah. I guess we still won't get our draw, but whatever. Whatever, man. Want to use this Graven Lore as the thing. Alrund's Epiphany on top. The lands are good. Double vision could go underneath. Then we can double vision. Right? Getting a little greedy here. A little greedy. The Storm's Wrath actually doesn't save us. Unless we have 6, in which case we do. Dual Strike in the house. Storm's Wrath, I believe in you! That's pretty tasty. We got some draws, we got some life. Down to 29, we need to be pretty careful with this. I guess we don't need all those double visions. LOL. We should probably throw in some damage here to kill our opponent. LOL. We've got, you know, lots ready to go. I think that we could definitely build out a wish board for this deck as well, because, you know, the extra turn is just silly when you have these Cosmos Elixirs in play. Whether you're down against an aggro match and you need the life, or you're just looking for some card draw, it's going to help you out whichever way you need, which is really cool. So the Legion Angel is all out of Legion Angels. I'm almost scared to draw more cards, right? Let's just clean it up. That mana can be used for Alrund's Epiphany, which is pretty cool. No, that would screw us. 1, 2. Why is it doing that? Do not tap that blue source. Doesn't it have 2 red here? Oh, cancel. Let's see. Shoot. I hate that. Oh well, double vision in play. We can take the turn off, right? It does not matter, and let's foretell this for later. Easy, right? We're dancing around it. I don't even think we have to discard here, do we? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Who am I kidding? Land can go. I think we're going to wait on their Angel. And, you know, copy our Dual Strike with Double Vision, and then Mythos of Illuna. Their Angel, which will, you know, double down, which is a lot of fun. Because Dual Strike will copy Mythos, so we can get, what is it, a couple extra? Did we really get 4? Double Vision copies Dual Strike copies Mythos twice. We get 3, right? So, Cosmos of Elixir, Double Vision, Alrund's Epiphany may seem jank, but if you can get there, then what, right? Then we get roped, baby. Because, you know, unless we self-mill, it's going to be pretty awkward. I think they should just go Baneslayer, yeah. Which is cool, right? It's a nice way for us to finish this off. Land in play. Double Vision gets cast on, or Dual Strike Double Vision. You know the ordeal. And then Mythos of Illuna copies Baneslayer. Dual Strike copies Mythos. Yup. A little bit of jank for you guys here today. And we can foretell this for later. That should help us close out the game. What do you guys think? We'll remove all their creatures next turn and just start smashing. We spent a little bit of time on the deck. as you can see. It's been tuned. And, you know, like I said, a little bit jank, but some of the best decks are, aren't they? Angel, at the beginning of each end step, you gain 4 more life this turn. Create a 4/4 with flying and vigilance. Oh my gosh. So here comes the Epiphany. That gets copied, right? We're taking extra turns. And now we want to just start removing stuff. 4 damage. Or we just bounce this thing with first strike. Yeah. We're coming over. Down to 19 cards, though, so we do need to make a move of it pretty quickly here, I feel like. 37 life. 37 cards in our hand. Oh, gosh. Oh, it's our turn again. Stop it. Stop it. We have more Alrund's Epiphany in deck as well, I think. No, that was our last one. And that was their last bit of patience as well. Such a fun deck, you guys. It's a little bit crazy what extra turns will get you in Magic. Going first to land, which typically would be bad, but we've got actually a bit of support that we can run off of 2 land. So let's see if we can curve out, as the kids like to say these days, right? Let's try to curve out. We need some more land for that. There it is! Pass our turn. We're playing against Yorion, which is not good because we have a lot of creature shenaniganzos. Which I don't really want to play any of, especially the damage-based, until Double Vision is in play. Right? Or do we just go right for it? And then that gives us our 3-drop. Alright, we are in a position now where we definitely need to be top decking land. A couple 5-drops with only 3 land in play is not nice. That gives us something to remove. Oh, shucks. No, they could have counterspell. Let's just take it. Because they'd counter it because they get the giant as well. So we're behind a turn, which is pretty sad. Pretty sad. We need to hit those lands, baby. Nice. Thank you. Let's do it. It's not worth countering. Right, it's just a 0/4. Definitely not worth countering, but they have the ability to if they wanted. But, you know, there's far worse things that they're going to need to focus on within our deck. It's a new card. It's a rare. You know, we're getting mana back. It makes sense to do it, kind of, but... Okay, good for them. I kind of wanted to play my giant on top of it. But they've got Shatters, they've got Jazz, right? We're just looking for a 5th land! No. Interesting. Well, there goes the Bonecrusher Giant. Can we still cast Stomp, I wonder? I don't want this Cosmos countered, and I think they've got it. Maybe they don't. It's got to be a negate. Or a Walrus Disruption. We need the card draw. Brazen Borrower probably bounces it. They've got something. No, we get the life gain, because we have to be above 20 first. Shoot. Whatever. Oh, and they just take it. Okay. That's better than taking our double vision, I think. Where is the frickin' land, though? Alright, things are more expensive. So our lack of land is now being used against us. All the creature removal is less than ideal against the control decks, but at a certain point, what do? Just hang out, relax. They're thinking about it. They've got a lot of options, right? The rope goes up, and we do what used to be the Hokey Pokey, but is now known in 2021 as the Yorion rope. Just because it's so much. There's not only a lot of forethought that needs to go into it, but the time that it takes for everything to resolve is kind of obnoxious as well. I'm trying to remain positive and not complain, because it's really easy for those things to grab you. If they take their counterspell, we grab our land. But everything's more expensive, which is just about the saddest thing I've ever encountered. We are going to leave everything because I don't want Elspeth Conquers Death to bring back this Dowser. Right? We need to leave that. We have 5 mana. This takes nothing. Alright. Snag it. They still kill us, though. Well, it sits there. Can't attack or block. It's good for their devotion, I guess. Snag this so they can't bounce it later. Did they even opt? What's going on over there? Or are they just in full control? Or we're in play. I'm worried about an Elspeth Conquers Death. Right, we know they had one. Is it worth the risk? Five cards we can't see. Let's go for it. greedy, I know, right? They could have miscast that could have countered Graven Lore, right? Counter for 1. Oh, they do have it. Oops. Shit. It's not a miscast. It's got to be an opt. It's something they can cast freely of us without a stack. Or it's a cycle for 1. Something that cycles for 1, maybe. Scry 4. Let's pretend that that helps us a lot. I think it does. What do they grab back? Oh, that shipwreck. Oh, they bounce their ECV too. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Stuff's more expensive on our next turn too. Yeah, bummer. It sucks that we can't dual strike this. I'll admit. It definitely sucks. But I think that's the only play there is to make. Because what if they could bounce their Yorion again with something? I think we have to take Yorion. Pretty sure. Oh, we definitely should have taken Elspeth Conquers Death. Dang, that unsummon was hot. Nice, bro. You're gaining 4 life each time that enters. Makes sense now. Now they have almost whirlwind counters. You don't get anything with it though. Like, it's until their next turn, so it's the whole time. Feels pretty bad. Nice. Yorion, Yorion, Yorion. How banned should you be? So the next thing is, even if they counter this, it's still, the copy still goes through, right? Oh, never mind. There's nothing else but re-entering. What was I thinking? We're just holding on, I guess. Let this Elspeth Conquers Death fizzle. They bring back their flicker. Nice. Good game. That's really, really good. Sploosh, right? Yorion, you're a cheater! So they could even bounce their Erasure back, which is disgusting. Obviously, it's fine for them to leave there. Yeah, this is game. We're just locked out. I mean, we are gaining life, which is good, but gulp. Where's their next Elspeth Conquers Death, right? They just cycle their Dowser and Flicker of Fate every time. Super duper busted. Nothing broken there. But the question is, have they played a single new card? Do they know that, you know, we are in Kaldheim now? I don't know if they know this, you guys. Very least, we can, you know, do our best to wiggle through this unwinnable situation. It makes us a better player by staying here, right? Unsummon, are you serious? Oh, plus so much counter magic. Alright, there's the counter spell. Fortunately, we don't have land on top of it, but that's something entirely different. Don't forget to use Flicker of Fate. It's instant speed. You could do it right now. Oh, it's still in their grave. They must just have another one in their hand. Oh, they'll use Unsummon on Yorion instead. Don't you dare do this to us. They're going alpha. Lethal next turn. I'm sure there's counter magic. I'm sure there's bounce spells. Doing the Yorion sleeper. Up to 40 life. Not a single new card played. That's fine though. Shall not judge them upon their lack of packs. Yorion needs to be banned. Just saying. People are like, if they let Rogue stay, they have to let Yorion stay. They're different. They're different. Alright. So they can just reflicker and, you know, do that to us. The question is there a counterspell in that hand? They should do it here. Because the copies just go. Right? It doesn't rely on it entering. It's as soon as it's cast. So they're gonna... Ooh. Unless they just have a counterspell. We have to just go for it, because our dual strike will leave. We don't have enough red mana. But they're gonna, you know, bounce Yorion. We get all the tokens. The Dowser and everything will survive. And they just have a counterspell. Which they can only counter one of. Or no, it counters all on the stack. It's a Whirlwind Denial. What am I thinking? Good game. We're up to 5, but we take a ton of damage. We tried. We tried. Yorion. Are you serious, bro? Going first feels good in the land. All there. See how it pans out, though. No Yorion as the companion, which is nice. Right? Depress. It's always so stressful to play against. It's like you need Ondu's Inversion. You need Ruinous Ultimatum. You need just destroy everything. Ugin is really nice. Elves? Why I oughta dual cast you later. Hopefully we can pick up a Double Vision or a Graven Lore. Maybe even an Epiphany. Alright, we're getting Elf. Hold on, everyone. Alright, we need 4 mana if we're gonna be copying our Fumarole, which will produce 6 spare mana for us. Ooh, indestructible. Nice. I don't know if this one actually goes through because it wasn't paid with snow. So I'm not sure we'll get 6 free mana, but we'll definitely get 3. Yeah. Which, unfortunately, we can't use. But, you know, in a better match we would have. How many steps? This thing is still gonna suck, though. Tyvar's nice. More elves.
They will remember our names together.
Thorn's Wrath. There is hope. There is hope. It's assembling. We need some nice top decks here. He's gonna mill himself, maybe, is the game plan. Oh, nice. Bro, Elvish War Master is hot. That's a hot drop, baby. We need a Wrath. 8.16%, you guys. Oh, Tactician is very good as well.
I believe we can be heroes.
Yep, 4, draw 2. So good. The Bearer of Secrets. Alright, so this is where it gets a little awkward. Right? Pass our turn. And we go to Bounce Town. Which just buys us 1 turn, really. We're using 3 mana, which gives us only 3, which isn't enough for the Haven. Everybody gets tough.
I saved the monster for you.
Let's see these attackers. They could have hexproof or something. Still get the draw, but whatever. Better than 5 damage. We get a wipe. Won't even kill the... Oh, it will, because we have double vision. 8.33%. We need some interaction. Without interaction, this is very much game over. Oh, hot dog! They still have a full hand, though, because of all the draws, and this thing's got indestructible. But it helps us a bit. It helps us a little bit. Right, this Bearer of Secrets is winning them the game without Exile. There's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do without Exile here. It's a little aggressive. What if we Mythos of Illuna it?
My name with admiration.
And then we've got a version. Okay. They take their War Master. They have land? Forest? No, okay.
Go, earn your renown.
They get the draw. Down to 11. That's not a miracle. We needed a miracle. That's not it. Alright, we do have the Faceless Haven. They have to deal combat damage, which will happen on one of them at least. And then on next turn, 1,000,000 of them. Woof. I mean, you know, there's the universe where we make a Grixis version of it, right? And now we've got Extinction Event. Nice. 37 cards. Gold. Down to 10. Scry 1's really good for them. If we don't top deck something that's not that, we can't block anything. So sad. Blood is real. I think we're just dead here if they've got any buff. Right? Can't this just pump everybody up? Yeah. They'll have Death Touch now as well, so our land dies. We'll play it out though. If you're interested in the elf deck, this is the first deck I showcased on my channel. With the new set. Really cool. We get beat down there and, you know, they popped off. Our land popped off. And the inability to exile this little guy was the downfall for us. We go first. Let's pray for a good matchup. Lots of creatures, no indestructible. Right? We need a minus effect or exile to take care of indestructible, which we sadly don't have here. Not every deck can be perfect though, right? That's typically a white and black situation. Let's try to take care of a more relevant elf. It could be even the Fang Blade or whatever. Or the poison counters, which I'm pretty sure it is. Storm's Wrath them. Just wait it out. Right? Use our life as a resource. I might even Cosmos before I Storm's Wrath, if I'm being honest here. Gaining life, hitting us for 3. Another Trident, nice. Let's take the damage. This will gain us some life back, which is pretty cool. And then we're copying it with Mythos. We have no dual strike, but that's fine. It is the Fang Bearer. Alright, our opponent's going to concede. 2, 4, 6. We need 10. And lucky for us, we're going to be okay. Up to 6 is pretty good, though. If we get 10 poison counters, we lose the game automatically. But there's only one card in the game that actually does that, so it's really hard to get it off. They're top decking now. Let's copy our Cosmos Elixir. Pass our turn, gain 4 life. Nice. And whatever they draw, we can roast for 3 damage. Let's kill the scavenger. And we're down to 18. Cosmos Elixir gets copied again. 2 life and a draw. Double Vision gets played. And then Alrund's Epiphany on top. A good matchup. Oh, nice. That puts us up to 8. You gotta be careful, you guys. Getting lucky. I think they have us, don't they? Did we just lose this match? We don't have enough mountains. No, we just killed a Fang Bear. That's easy. Then let's foretell this, which means we can for sure cast it next turn. End our turn. We draw 3. Brazen Borrower would be best for petty theft, just in case. No. So if they drew their 3rd Fang, they'll win here. I was pretty lucky to get their 2nd that quickly. And that's why it's not really good, unless they had a bunch of recursion, always. Alright, Arcanus is good. It's too bad we can't do both of them. But let's just take our double turn here. Alright, then all the elixirs trigger again. nice draw. Okay. Our opponent goes first. We only have 2 lands. We have our wipe, though, which is half of the battle, and the elixir. I think we can hold on to it. You know, we can cast the multiverse, either off of a land, which we don't pull, lol. Or, you know, we foretell it and then we cast it. Which should draw us the land, obviously. And we get the chance to top deck a land here as well. So, the Warriors are going wide here already. Behold the Multiverse to the side, which is a single copy of, you know, actually can come in handy. Brick on 2 land, I guess. Gaining life. Close. Oh, that does help. What if we dual strike Behold the Multiverse, right? I think that's going to be a good thing for us. You know, we do give up the wipe next turn, but we're not dead next turn is the thing. We can take a hit or 2. And it's actually pretty close. It's worrisome. Perfect. We don't even have to risk it. Let's just clean it up. Mwah! Storm's Wrath. I love you. And now we also just have this value chilling. We're at 4. Can we get to 6? We have Frostbite, which is good, and the dual strikes to remove 2-for-1s, right? To get that value. Because that's what it's all about. It's about having your opponent run out of value while you still have more in the tank. This comes through shutting down card value, getting 2-for-1s, like draw engines, stuff like this. Elixir's going to help save us. And then we've got Frostbite, which deals 3 damage. You jerk. You jerk. Taking the damage. We're going to 2-for-1 them. Alright. We can dual strike our Frostbite here. Might even just hardcast it from our hand. We get the double kill. Bastard puts the token on itself now, which is still really good. But isn't as good as what we've got going on. We played our land. I think we still have enough to foretell this over. Pass our turn. Faceless Haven can come out, double block if we need. We could also just take our super draw. No blocks, let's take the damage. One card in hand. Dual strike in play. Copy Behold the Multiverse. These things are very good. One land can stay. Of course, we always need one. Oh! We draw 3 instead. That's great. Really good times. Oh my gosh. Always scry your land away, I guess. That's what that means. We should have done this first for that mana. Oh, you fool. Oh well. It's not like we're utilizing it in much way other than another turn! Little mistakes. Little mistakes. Actually, let's keep both of these birds back. Right, we could have done that first and then, you know, cast our Cosmos Elixir for 1 mana instead of 4. You fool. Daxus in play, that's fine. Another Linden, nice. Just popping off with these draws. Let's get rid of Basri, and they just get the 2/2. Be serious with this land. We can attack because we have another turn. What? That's ridiculous. Something has gone wrong. Something has gone terribly, terribly wrong. And they get their angels. Not good for us. Come on, man. It's annoying and I hate it. Ridiculous. I guess we should have kept one bird back to block speaker. What was I thinking? My bad. Lots of misplays this game. We should have foretold this as well. I was expecting the Elixir to draw us a card. I'm always thinking that, but we're got our backs against the wall. Another wipe has got, like, where is this? They got protection, though. That's not good. Nothing but lands, man. That's ridiculous. Doesn't matter how many turns we take in a row if we just draw lands, right? Oh my god. Statistically impossible to draw another land here, but we're just dead. Check out all that land, bro. Good lord. Alright, we've been having terrible luck with land. Either flooding or bricking. It is what it is. There was a match where I just flooded, and then I had one where I completely bricked. I deleted it, because it's not worth watching me, you know, play 2 land and then pull nothing for a few turns. So, you know, good times here today. Shuffler's fine. And we have to wait for our opponent to log into our Twitch stream, because what fun would it be to play a fair match? You know, you definitely need to see your opponent's hand, and just go from there, I guess. I get so jaded, right? It's the worst. We're gonna dual strike this Behold the Multiverse. There's 3 different games you can have in Arena. You can brick, you can flood, you can get roped, or sniped, whatever you want to call it. I don't really need the draw right now. The dual cast will come in super duper handy though. Skyclay's pretty cool. Right, easy target. So we get 3 mana back, which is pretty cool. And, you know, I do want to double cast this, but at the same time, it's like, just go for it. Or don't go for it and just stack value in Fortale. 3 dual strikes. Come on. Here you play. Token on board. It automatically gets them all attached to it. That's pretty cool. We almost just need a Storm to kill Nahiri, right? And we do get it. That looks great too. Three dual strikes ready. Storm's Wrath's a go. Nice. That's a big hit.
We will protect my home.
We should have stomped instead of dual strike, and then we could have killed Nahiri here. Nahiri's down to 2. We're just gonna have to go back to back probably. They could have protection. There's 3 mana available. Azul's Fury, that's really good. We're down to 6. If they have haste, we're screwed.
The core empire will rise again.
2 cards in hand. That's okay. Oh, we should have double cast actually. Because it can gain indestructible. I forgot about the Voyager. We kill Nahiri, which is still good. Tap it, it gains indestructible. Which is brutal for us. Does this do it to any target? Oh no, that's dead.
Much to think about.
Alright. We're hit for 4. For 3. Let's see how it turns out. Can't do anything. Down to 3. Our turn. We should just do it now. Okay, it goes through. Let's just start gaining life. I think that's of utmost importance. Right, better than playing a creature, then removing it. Or just playing haste going over our head. This way we gain that life for sure. No haste here. Does get flying though. So if we don't find removal, we're dead. Are you serious with this land? Today has been a gong show. Absolute gong show. Good game. Embercleave on top, I can only imagine. Stomp to kill us, I can also only imagine. Cry. 3 cards in hand. And a Fury. Ridiculous. Let's top deck another land, right?
We will survive this crisis.
It's the only thing that makes sense. Wow. Pretty cool games we've got for you guys today. Our opponent goes first. I'm sure we can probably draw 15 lands in a row in this match too. What do you guys think? Oh my god, our opponent is actually playing fast. Nice, bro. Good on you. The rate at which you dropped that first land was truly impressive. Bonecrusher Giant to the chops. There's this land we're talking about. Nothing but land, baby! Oh, it's too much. So if we cast this next turn, we cast something for 4 for free. Let's just keep it tidy. Alright, it's not like we don't have another. Typically, we'd like to spend that mana, but whatever. It's better than taking 4 damage, I think. Or we just leave it and wrath it, but... meh. I can't do it this turn. I've got to wait till next turn. We need to combo this Fumarole. I just hate wasting mana, right? Charger's fine. Boulder Rush is good. Hit for 5 down to 11. Gulp. Here comes the scoop. Finally, we can play Double Vision without feeling bad, right? It's so expensive. But if you play it for 2, now that's pretty cool. Rock Knight in play, that's fine. 4 cards in hand still for them. Chop to our chops. Ouchies. We're gonna double turn here. Right? Double Vision copies it. It's how the deck should work. Right? It's funny how sometimes things go wrong. Right, because we have Double Vision out, we're able to Mythos it not once, but twice. Very nice. Very nice! And we can go all in for 4, because we get another turn after. Let's play it safe. Of course, we have the Faceless Haven as well. Embercleave before blockers are assigned. Cool. We have enough land that we can go like this. Right, we're stopping 4 of the damage. Right, and then they just have 4 more. And we don't care if everything dies. Let's just block as much of the damage as we can. Right, that way we only take a bit of damage. It's more than I'd like, actually, if I'm being honest. Especially if they have any haste. Annex is actually kind of annoying. It's, we'll wipe the satyrs, though, because it gets tripled and stuff. Casual 16 damage to everything. Da, 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 da. We could have dual striked all that as well. LOL. Yeah, we just need one Alrund and we win. 7% chance, basically. Nice. It's really good. They must have burn in hand. It's freaking land, man. All day, nothing but land. Why do we have 10 lands in play every match? If we had Brash Taunter here, we would have won the game as well. Good game. I love land. Alrighty. Let's see how this works. We've had the worst luck with land today that I think I've actually ever had. So we're gonna try our best. Yeah, this is what I mean. It's nothing but land. All day, every single match. I'm not sure what's going on. It's not right, though. There's something foul. And then if not, it's just matches like this. Pass our turn, put a stop in. Are you freaking kidding me, bro? We have to do something. We can't just sit here. We're dead if we do. Pretty sure we're dead regardless. Let's see what they've got. Their 4th Fervent Champion into an Embercleave. Down to 2 here. They've got a Stomp to finish us off. Did not even get to drop our 4th land. And we removed a creature. Cool. Alright. You know, I want to get a win for you guys, but we can only draw land. I've never once had this problem in my life. Damn ridiculous. I mean, yes, I want to drop a land every turn, but not forever. Like after the 5th, I want to, you know, leave those lands alone. I mean, at least we have an Epiphany, but land after land after land after land. It's 3.7 average converted mana cost deck, so like it doesn't work without the land. But then that's all we pull. Ridiculous. Let's snag that before counter magic comes alive. Alright, Jin in play. That's fine with us. Let's pick up another land here. Wow, what are the odds? Unfortunately, we're only playing here to 5, so we're not quite there yet. Next turn, though, we can use our Epiphany, hopefully. We'll see, though. They're at 5 mana, 6 in play. The Witching Well is kind of awkward. Lots of non-creature spells. And they're all done playing for some reason, and we will never quit drawing land. Absolutely redonkulous. How many more land can we pull, do you guys think? Deep breaths, HGG. Doesn't make sense. Statistically, what we're doing is such an anomaly every single game. There was no counter magic there. Right, so we know we can go through. Stern Dismissal. I'm about to have a nervous breakdown. Every single game, this is all it is. I'm losing faith. Faceless Haven doesn't do anything against the Sphinx. And of course, it's a 7-drop draw engine. This is honestly ridiculous. So I walked away from the camera there. Ha ha, very funny. I killed the recording from behind my computer. I come back. I sit down. It's like, okay. Took a breath. Took my draw step. What do you think I drew? Another land. So I put a poll up on YouTube. How's everybody's draw in MTG Arena? This place is flooded. I thought I put land in. And of course, what are you talking about? What's going on for you guys today? How's your land? Let me know in the comments below. The last couple days, have you felt the change? Right? Maybe you're not being flooded. Maybe it's just some form of change. Do you feel like something's changed? Are you playing enough to notice as well? So I feel awkward. You know, typically I do run very aggro-based decks. I'm always trimming lands. People are always giving me trouble for it. Well, now you know why, right? I run 25 lands and we just get annihilated with land draws. Like, land. It was so crazy. The shuffler was large and in charge today. Fortunately for you guys, we've incorporated the Fable Passages. Now, this is going to help thin your land on the front end and the back end, as I guess, as well. You know, it's going to still pull the snow lands for you, so there's no harm, no foul there. And in many ways, it could be just good over the Volatile Fjord or whatever. So, I like the deck. I absolutely love Dual Strike on Mythos of Illuna. You know, whatever you're copying, I think that's going to be a good time. We decided to go large today as well, you know, doing it into double vision and then extra turns on that. So I really feel like this is going to be a framework for one of the new decks that we see around a lot. There's just too much ability. Now, I've got a lot of creature removal in here. Maybe it shifts to a form of harder counters where we're running Saw It Coming, things like this. This is going to be the shell of a new deck. I get that double vision is risky biscuits because it's easy prey for an Ugin, it's easy prey for an ECD. But if we bring in some of that counter magic, right? We have the Saw It Coming. I think that we could stop those few things that would shut us down in the long term and kind of let everything else hit and still use our removal on that. So look out, because this is going to be around for a while. You know, it's just showing too much promise. I may not have dialed it in perfectly, but I think as, you know, people see this and it gets spread around, everybody's going to have their own individual input. And in a couple weeks, you know, this is going to be banging, baby. So shout out to everybody here still on the video. I really appreciate your time and attention. Thank you. I hope you're having a great day. And if not, it's going to turn around. Of course, we've got more content for you to enjoy if you like. In the end, it'll pop up free to play and standard, depending on what kind of player you are or what you're looking for. Check that out as well. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. We do have a 500,000 gem giveaway that you don't want to miss out on. 100 one-on-one sessions with myself for half an hour, which is pretty cool. You also get $20 in gems to spend during that session if you want, or like whatever, buy some food, I don't care. LOL. And you know, we've got free cash prize monthly tournaments as always for like years now, Brawl and Artisan every month. You know, sign up. It's on MTG Melee, search Hello Good Game, you'll find us. And then we've got chats in the Discord for it all. Free cash prizes, right? Don't miss out on it. You know, there's a lot going on here, you guys. So thank you for being a part of it. None of this would be going on if it weren't for you. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the channel to your friends. And if you're still here, woof in the comments below so I know that you made it to the end. Take care and enjoy your next video.